Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Houston Texans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Watson on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Houston.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Watson. Touchdown, Texans. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Running left, it's Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They fake the give. Newton. well upfield across the 45. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. Powers through him. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. No problem there on the extra point. And we'll tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to take another shot here. They've got his man complete. And this will get him all the way inside the Tennessee 20. A big play that time through the air. And even 50 yards. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A handoff, running left, Henry. And some space here. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And this will get him all the way inside the Tennessee 20. A huge play there for Houston. From the red zone now, Watson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility.
Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. KJ Hamler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Henry again on second down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Henry running right. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it. But, listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Newton. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. To throw is Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. A nice run on 1st down gets him 6 yards to the 31. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Newton. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Looking deep for Julio. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Titans offense set to begin the drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Derrick Henry. He can't get him down. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
On first down, it's Henry, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Newton to throw. Flush to his right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus.
Touchdown! That's caught. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. That will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans on one play have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. They'll try the left side. Henry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Newton. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. They'll try the left side. It's Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Throwing is Newton. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. Dancing to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. A toss right to Henry. Fights him off. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Again, it's Henry.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Second and 10. Here's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Watson off play action. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. KJ Hamler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game. 20.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
Forced out to his left. This pass caught by Hamler. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Watson now to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Again, it's Watson. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. Here's Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. Touchdown, Texans. KJ Hamler, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Titans 35.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a give right side. Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 14 yards. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing now, Watson. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now it's Watson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. One last throw here for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
Now for the all-critical extra point. He's got it. No problems there. The extra point up and good, and we are headed to overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time.
Cash money, yeah, baby, I'm a stunner. I'm a boss, I can do what I wanna. Your last was dude, boy, that wasn't running. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Shot up to the moon, we ain't never going under. Hit some old town slugger. Why after why, we ain't never got herself. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Started like no one stunner. She curved me back then, came back, so I swung her. I ain't going out like no sucker. Had to let it burn like Usher. Gave a rush for an hour, Chris Tucker. You cannot mistake me for a